You are welcome to the Spotlight with Prudential. And today I have a very good friend of mine. My name is Justin. You know me already. And this is
Maukeni Ribeiro.
Maukeni Ribeiro. And what's the meaning of Maukeni?
Maukeni means God's gift.
Such a wonderful name. I intentionally asked because I want everybody to know you are God's gift to the Prudential family and to the world. What do you do at Prudential?
So I oversee the marketing and communications division.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been at Prudential for 1 year, 10 months. Not too long.
But you sound like you've been there forever.
Well, that's the beauty of the job. When you are telling the story of a company, you have to know the story.
Did you ever think you would work in insurance?
No, I did not. Not until I got the call for the interview.
Really?
Initially, I thought I was going to go into law, but then comms came up, so I knew I was going to do something in comms, which is what I was doing until I got to Prudential.
You continued. So you are still on the path.
Yes.
And how has the journey been with insurance and with Prudential?
The thing with Prudential is change is a constant. No 2 days are the same. Even when you think you've figured out things, something new comes in and you just have to balance.
Is it a fun place to work?
Definitely. It does have its perks. There are a lot of interesting things like working from home. So there are certain days where I don't have to rush out of the house to beat traffic. I can work from the house or wherever I find myself. So yeah.
You are chopping life, as they say in Ghana. With marketing and communications comes so many other activities that may also be under your purview. But you know, people talk about CSI, that's corporate social investment. People say, oh, it's CSR, corporate social responsibility. Now there's also a new child on the block, ESG. My dear, you are the expert. Can you tell us, what are all these things? What are they?
Just two different ways of pronouncing the same thing. But largely, this is like a broad view of what a company is doing to provide value to the people that it serves. Beyond what you take from the customers, you also give back to the community in various forms and shapes. At Prudential, our focus is on health and education. So you'd realize that we spend a lot of effort sponsoring events or initiatives in the health and educational space. With ESG, I like to think that ESG is being rather specific in what it is that you focus on when it comes to giving back to the community. For instance, I've said that CSR is the broader view, and let's say if we're looking at education, that seems rather generic. But under ESG, for instance, we could do something like educating children or market women on financial literacy. That's also under education, but that's pretty specific to a particular need, like making sure that people who don't think about saving or putting aside money for a rainy day are able to do that because of the education we give them. So the CSR will be broader, and then ESG, which is environmental, social, and corporate governance, will cover those nitty-gritties that come under CSR. For Prudential, we focus on education and health, and over the last 9 years, we've done that by giving scholarships to over 500 students to go to over 500 students to go to university.
Wow.
Yes, we did this quite a while back, so I'm sure most of them are done with university now. We've also done sponsoring events like the National Science and Math Quiz. We do this because we recognize that children of all ages have access to this platform and they are able to excel. But for us, we sponsor just the third round of the quiz, and so anyone who gets a perfect score, even if it's all of them, they all get a cash prize depending on what level of the quiz they are in.
That's really exciting, and I'm sure your colleagues in Nigeria and East Africa will be envious of this because they don't have that kind of rivalry excitement from the high schools like you do.
I imagine. We take full advantage of that. It has really helped us with brand visibility as well, so that makes me a happy person.
Oh, awesome. So apart from the National Science and Maths Quiz, some time back you launched the Pru Brand for 2023.
Yes.
Something you've been doing for the last 4 to 5 years.
Yes.
I mean, tell us about all of these activities.
So Pru Brand is one of the things we do under sports. in line with health. Cycling is a sport that allows you to exercise the whole body. And it doesn't matter how old or young you are, you're able to participate in something like that. It's not as popular in Ghana as, let's say, football, but we also recognize that given this kind of platform will make people more likely to express interests in cycling. This will be the 4th edition of our Pru Ride, like you said, and this year we're looking forward to having over 500 cyclists riding with us. This year we're collaborating with our corporate partners, we're inviting cycling clubs, we're inviting anybody who's interested in cycling. So even you, Justin, you're invited to cycle with us.
I'm definitely going to be there.
In September, absolutely.
I'm going to be there.
And over the years, we've worked with the Ghana Cycling Federation, and it keeps growing. And I'm really looking forward to this year's edition. I'm sure it will be even better than the previous year's edition was. So that's something we do under health. Under health as well, every Valentine's Day, we go and visit a number of hospitals and distribute chocolates sometimes, because the sad thing about a hospital is you are sick and you're a child, but you can't go anywhere else. You're stuck there until you feel better. So this is just a way to put a smile on their faces year in and year out, and it has really worked well.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. I also understand that in Ghana, the government is trying to push tree planting, and it's also another area that Prudential is also supporting the society to be able to bring value to the environment.
Absolutely. So at Prudential, we take ESG very seriously. Even before we started going out to plant trees, we started by banning plastics in the office. So if you come to our office, you won't find the dispensers with the plastic cups in the common areas for staff. We're all given bottles and everyone is expected to use their bottle. We've also instituted recycling in our offices, so as much as possible, every now and then they collect all the bottles or the waste that can be reused. And once we collect the waste, we have that changed into books and we donate those to schools as well. We did the tree planting for Green Ghana Day. We've done that 2 years in a row. I think this year we gave over 10,000 seedlings out to various schools for them to plant. Hopefully in a year's time when we go back, we'll see a lot more. We have trained over 500 students every year in collaboration with the Junior Achievement Ghana with a program we call Chaching, which is teaching children with games and cartoons how to earn, spend, save, and donate money. Because a 5-year-old child is able to pick up all sorts of concepts just by what they watch on YouTube, on TV, or what they hear other people saying. But no one takes the time to teach them about money. So the Prudence Foundation, which is our community investment arm for the entire Prudential, has put together various episodes of cartoons. As you watch the cartoons, you learn where money comes from, what to do with money, how to manage your money. And I believe that this is contributing to making sure that we have more financially responsible adults as they grow up. So
you are catching them young.
Precisely. So financial inclusion and environment are very big for us. And over the last year, we've been pushing that quite a bit.
That's extraordinary, Maukeni. You and your team are showstoppers.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for all the great things that you're doing for Prudential.
Thank you. The honor is mine.
I'd love for you to give your final word to people that do not know about Prudential and why it's important for them to associate themselves with Prudential.
So what I can say about Prudential is a brand you can trust. We have been in business for 175 years, and we have, over those years, consistently and promptly paid claims. Once you put your money with us, once you put your trust in us, regardless of what is happening in the world, you can guarantee that Prudential will be there for you. And we like to say that we help you get the most out of life, and we like to do that. So please, if you're looking for a partner, look no further than Prudential Life. Thank you.
Thank you, Maukeni.